The small township of Eton in Kenya's Rift Valley is distant and remote. 2,500 metres above sea level, villages lie far apart and there are no televisions or internet. What it does have, however, are long deserted roads and cool, clean air. Perfect conditions for running. The simple life high up in the mountains and 350 kilometres from Nairobi sits in perfect harmony with the essence of long-distance running.
What they do here is they eat, they train and they sleep. There is nothing else. There is no coffee shop. There is no shopping mall. There is nothing, absolutely nothing. So when they come back from their training, they eat something and they sleep. And I believe that's very important. These top athletes, they sleep like 14 hours a day. And if they are based in a city, they will not do that because they have to go to the coffee shop. They have to do some shopping. They have to see their friends. But here they just focus only on athletics.
In 2011, an incredible 29 out of the top 30 marathon times were Kenyan-owned. The man largely responsible for Kenya's dominance in long-distance running is brother Colm O'Connell. Arriving at Eton's St Patrick's Boys' School in 1976, he became a coaching legend and selected the Kenyan team for the 1986 IAAF World Junior Championships in Athens.
I took 12 athletes to Athens. We won 4 gold medals, a few bronze and a few silver. Began to realise that at junior level we are formidable. I think we were 4th in the world ranking, behind the superpowers of America and the usual Russia. So from that kind of kicked off the idea that the place to really work with young athletes is at youth and junior level. Start at grassroots. And that's basically when I really now became convinced of what I was already doing. But it gave a new impetus to the way I was thinking about it.
If an athlete hasn't been trained by Oconnell at St Patrick's, then it is likely they will have found their way 3 kilometres down the road to the High Altitude Training Centre, founded in 2000 by 4-time world champion Lorna Kiplagat. Of Eton's 4,000 people, about 900 of them, both Kenyans and foreigners, train at the centre run by Lorna and her husband Pieta.
We train very hard. We believe in ourselves. We concentrate. We only train, sleep, eat, and train. So welcome the rest of the world. Come join us. We want to beat us, but I promise you it will take you a lot of effort before you take over from us.
When Pieta and Lorna came to Eton in 1997, brother O'Connell was one of the only coaches around. But as he was primarily a junior coach, more senior athletes needed a place to permanently train.
When we started with our training center, you saw that many people came to train here. And yeah, right now we have 800 to 900 athletes. And you see if there is a champion that will attract other people. And now we have so many champions here. I think we had 17 medals in the World Championships in Daegu, and 14 of them are from this area, which is unbelievable.
With world champions running through the streets, schools and ovals financed by successful athletes, there is no shortage of motivation to run in Eton. Local long-distance events with lucrative cash prizes have drawn people away from regular low-paying jobs to pursue a running career. With winners' checks in the thousands, it's as good a reason as any to start running. But just because they're from the Rift Valley, it doesn't mean they're born to run.
I think many people, particularly the Western world, tend to think that you can go into any village in North Rift and you can pick a person at random and make him into a world champion or an Olympic champion. That's not quite true. It's not as simple as that. A lot of people also have done, and experts have done research over the years on finding out why. Why North Rift? Why E10? And nobody has yet come up with a satisfactory answer to say it's the altitude, it's the diet, it's the physiology of the person, it's the background of the people, where they came from, etc., etc. All sorts of theories have been put forward. But very few researchers ever want to touch on the idea of how hard the athletes train.
Oconnell is adamant there is no mystery to why Kenyan athletes are so dominant in long-distance events, putting it down to dedication and training.
These athletes are very refined down to the minutest detail in their training program. And people sometimes overlook that because they would like to find a simpler way, or as you said, a shortcut to becoming a successful athlete. There are no shortcuts. There are no secrets. The work has to be done. It doesn't matter whether the athlete is talented or maybe slightly even less talented. You know, some people think because a Kenyan has so much talent, oh, it's so easy to train him. It is not. There's no easy way, there's no shortcut, there's no secret.
Looking ahead to the London Olympics is something no Kenyan athlete can do with confidence. The reason? They first have to qualify for their national team, and to do that, they have to beat the best in the world. But there is no place better than Eton to make that dream become a reality.